All right, guys, so usually I don't do videos like this, but this particular product is one that has just absolutely captivated me, and I had to bring it to you guys. So let's talk about it. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Horsepower Obsessed. My name is Justin, and today we are going to be doing a product demonstration, a product review for something that every single one of you out there could use, including myself. So let's jump right into it. Now, this company actually reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to take a look at this and kind of go over all of the pros and cons and comparison to its actual competitors and all that good stuff. And I said, you know what? I really like what they're doing there, so yes, send it out to me. Let's take a look at it, and we're gonna literally put this thing to the test. Now, you guys don't know much about what's in this box just yet, but it is basically a compact battery jumper. Everybody could use something like this because we have all been in that situation where your car won't start after sitting for too long, or the battery's dead in the shopping plaza or something along those lines. This thing will literally fit anywhere. So you could put it under your front seat, somewhere in your trunk, basically anything. It comes with a little carrying case, and it is absolutely compact, but it is big enough to jumpstart some of the biggest engines out there. So before we get too much into anything else, let's go ahead and talk about some specs on this guy. So just for comparison's sake here, guys, this is the one I'm talking about. If you can see my screen here, it is the Noco Boost HD GB70. It is a 2000 amp, 12 volt lithium jump starter box. This is the direct competitor for this particular company and their product. And basically what we're looking at here is the exact same thing. So both of these products have a 2000 amp peak current, which of course is going to jumpstart some gigantic engines slash batteries. So let's start to unbox this thing and really start talking about the specs of this and why this is the better buy. So when you buy the Fanttik T8 Apex, this is the box you're going to get, just like I did. We're going to go ahead and open this thing up and take a look at what's inside. This is an extremely well packaged item here, though. If you guys take a look at that, that looks pretty awesome to me. We're going to go ahead, slide it out of this little packaging, and take a look at the real meat and potatoes of this entire product here. All right, so again, greeted with a very nice high quality carry case here. So like I said, this is the size of the entire unit. You could easily store this under your seat, easily put this in your trunk. It's not going to take up any space at all, and it's going to provide charging for all kinds of your daily needs outside of jumping your battery. So this thing will charge your cell phone, this will charge your laptop, all the good stuff. So we'll go ahead and open it up. And some promotional items. Now this is the item itself. This is all the bigger the jump starter has to be, and as you can see, it's a little bit bigger than the size of my hand. We have USB Type-C in and out right here, as well as a USB-A port right here. So basically, if your products will charge on anything USB related, you can charge it right from this alongside jumping your actual car from the other end. Now, obviously, we also have a built-in light here, as well as something that can flash to allow people to know that there is some sort of emergency happening, so you could set this outside of your vehicle. Very nicely built. I'm very impressed with this already. Now, where this thing really excels outside of the competition is the fact that it has a digital display right here that's not just lights telling you how much or how little battery you have left. So let's get into that. So if we just press and hold the power button for a second, right there is your digital display. Now if you check that out, that is incredible. That looks really nice. It's actually a multicolored LED display. So right now we're at 80%. I have not charged this unit. This is the first time out of the box. We are going to fully charge it because that's actually what the label that I just took off said to do before using it. I'm not going to use it for anything just yet. I just wanted to go over some specs with you guys first. Once this is fully charged, we are going to demonstrate it on one of my cars here just to show you exactly what this thing can do for you. Now back inside the carrying case, if we pull back the netting here, we actually have provided USB-A to USB-C cable and a USB-C to USB-C cable right here. Now inside here is going to be your jumper cables and a few more other little pieces of information. So like I said, our jumper cables go right in this preordained spot, and that's what we get. Now this end obviously plugs into the jump pack over here. This is to obviously jump your car. Other than that, inside of here we should have what is probably the charger for the unit itself, and this is where another one of the gigantic differences comes in from the competition, and that is this has a 60-watt charger, so this thing will charge incredibly quick. Now the best part is it can be charged in your car with the provided cigarette lighter or power adapter for your car. Now, obviously, you can charge from USB-C or the USB-A input here. Aside from that, we also have just your typical wall charger, which is the same thing, USB-C or USB-A. Because of the fact that that port on this particular device is in or out, it can charge your cell phone from that device, or you can actually plug it into the wall and charge that device from the wall. It's both directions. Now in here, we also have a little bit of a user manual, which, yeah, there's a good bit to read there. If you're really using this on a regular basis, this is probably something you're going to want to look into. But this is going to also give us a lot of the specs we're going to go over here in a second. I mean, even the USB cables come with a leather strap that has a snap button on it to keep them all nicely organized. This thing is unbelievable quality. And the best part is, this is over $100 less than the Naco version. So basically what we're looking at here with the Fanttik T8 Apex is cheaper than its competition. It is slightly more powerful than its competition, and it has more features than the competition. So to me, it's a no-brainer. Now you guys may be asking yourselves, well, how much is this thing? It is actually going to be $109, but if you sign up on their website, you actually will get a $10 coupon, so you'll get this whole thing for $99. So $99, and you get a device that is able to jumpstart a gas-powered vehicle up to 8.5 liters and a diesel up to 6 liters. If you guys are familiar with the Naco version, they can only do a gas-powered car up to 8 liters and a diesel up to 6 liters. So technically, this is slightly more powerful at a much cheaper rate. It also has that digital display that we talked about earlier, as well as the 65-watt charger that really helps give it that bump in specs. So you're getting more for less with this unit. So let's go over some of the core features of the Fanttik unit, and that is going to start with the jump start feature. Now that is obviously a 4-core high quality battery cell with a 2000 amp peak current. That is what allows this thing to jump start any car up to 8.5 liter and any diesel up to 6 liter. It has that two-way 65-watt fast charging capability that we talked about earlier, meaning that this thing is never going to be dead, and if it is, it's going to charge really quickly for you. It has safety protection, which includes features like short circuit protection, high temperature protection, and reverse polarity protection. It is also IP65 dustproof and waterproof, as well as flame retardant. It's obviously very portable. It comes with a nice carrying case, and even though it has all these features and this gigantic battery inside, it is surprisingly lightweight. Like I showed earlier, it does have a light at the jumper cable end of the device that has 3 different lighting modes: a flashlight, a signal light, and an SOS rescue light. So this is definitely useful to have on the side of the street. If you were ever to break down, this will help you out, even if your problems are not battery related. By now, I'm sure you guys are all saying, okay, Justin, we can all read the brochure. Let's see this thing in action. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Next, we are going to go ahead and drain the battery on my giveaway C5 Corvette. Yes, this is a giveaway. If you guys are not familiar with my YouTube channel, definitely check it out, and you will have an opportunity to win this particular C5 Corvette. But for the sake of this particular comparison and this particular review, what we are going to do is actually drain the battery on the C5 Corvette so we can show this thing in motion. I'm going to fully charge this to 100% because it says to fully charge it before use, and we are going to find a way to drain this battery. Now, the C5 battery is actually brand new. I just replaced it about 2.5 months ago. I kind of wish I would have known this was coming then, because this particular battery is going to be new. It's going to be kind of hard to drain, but we are going to let the lights on all night until that battery is fully dead and this thing is fully charged, and we're going to get to see how something this size can literally jumpstart that car. So yeah, we don't just talk about products here, we show them in use. Now, the best part is here, guys, I own 3 different Corvettes. I have the C5 Corvette, the C7 Corvette ZR1, and my 2020 C8 Corvette, which is currently at the dealership getting some work done. And all 3 of these cars could massively benefit from this because these are not necessarily cars that you drive every day. So if one of these sits too long in the garage and the battery dies, this would be a beautiful thing to have sitting right underneath the seat. You pop it on the battery terminals and you start the car up. I just don't see how it can get any better than that. So we are going to leave you here for today. I will see you guys back here tomorrow to test out that unit. Let's fast forward 24 hours. All right, guys, it is the next day. The car is completely dead. As you can tell here with the C5 Corvette, the headlights are only up when they're on, and yeah, they're not on because the battery is completely dead. When I got in the car, I tried to turn it on and it doesn't even click. There is nothing. This battery is 100% dead. So we're going to see if the Fanttik device can actually bring this car back to life. And because it's dead, we have to unlock this thing the old-fashioned way. So last night I plugged this device in and charged it up to 100%, so we are good to go as far as that's concerned. At this point, all we really need is the device itself and the jumper cables, which are located behind this divider right here. Once we take these things out, that's all there is to it. So you will just take that plug right there and plug it into this end of the jump pack. Then we can apply these to the battery and hopefully get that car moving. We're gonna go ahead and open up this end, which right here it says 12 volt out. With that open, you can see the connection for the jumper cables, which we will just take the protective cap off of there, and this is gonna plug right into that end. Now it can only go in one way because it is notched at the top, so it will just plug straight in just like that. Now we are ready to jump this C5. With the Fanttik device hooked up, guys, we're gonna go ahead and start the car. And there it is. So the car was completely dead, and that Fanttik device literally got it to start. I heard the ignition start dinging, the lights went down on the C5, and I knew this thing is ready to go. So how freaking awesome is that, guys? Absolutely amazing. So let's head back out here, disconnect the unit, and call it a day. We're gonna let the car run a little while so the alternator can charge it. Let's see how much of a percentage of battery this thing dropped. So here we are back in my garage. It looks like it took about 20%. It was at 100%. It took about 20% out of the Fanttik device here to get that car started. But man, did it ever, it just started right up. I am so blown away that something this tiny could make that happen. It's fantastic, guys. Like I said, if you have cars like this that sit around from time to time, this thing is going to be your best friend. And for the price, right now you can get these things for $99. It is absolutely fantastic, guys. Definitely check out the link in the description down below. And yeah, guys, I am super thrilled. I am very happy with this device. It's fantastic that it works for something like this. All right, guys, so there you have it. This device is 100% functional, 100% worth it. Like I said, if you have cars like this that sit around from time to time, or even if you don't, if you have a truck and you ever do any kind of off-roading or anything where something like this might be needed, you can't discount this kind of stuff. I have come across situations countless times before where somebody in a parking lot comes up to me and asks me if I have jumper cables because their car needs jumped. Now I could literally just put this little pack in there, jump their car, and they could be on their merry way. So whether it's for you or some other person coming up to you hoping that you have jumper cables, this is absolutely a fantastic service to have. So anyway, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. Like I said, this is not a video that I typically do, but I was so happy with a device like this for the cost and the features, I had to do it. But guys, that is going to do it for today's video. So if you enjoyed what you saw, please give me a big thumbs up. Let me know you like the content. Let Fanttik know you're liking their product. Let YouTube know you're liking what I'm doing here so we can keep doing this stuff for you guys. If you guys have any questions about the Fanttik device or how it's used or how it's packaged, leave them in the comment section down below. I will get you an answer, as well as having the engineers of this device provide the answer if I can't. If you guys have not subscribed to the channel yet, please do. I'm going to have loads of content like this coming. You are not going to want to miss. And as always, guys, I will catch you in the next upload.